Hello, today we're going to focus on Knights of the Ether, which is a staple of my Web3 gaming diet. It's the game that I probably play the most because I enjoy the competitions that they put on. This is the single player game, and they have an upcoming PvP mode, which is a completely different genre of game, but in the same Knights of the Ether universe. Uh, there will be a token that comes along in that campaign. So right now the value is in obtaining a battle pass. Just came out today. 30 days left on it. You get loot boxes. You get the in-game currency, and you get items in which you can equip and extra items that you can melt down. And your goal is to upgrade the royal tiers on these characters to be better prepared for that new mode and token campaign coming. I've upgraded most of mine already, so they get um, increased EXP on the battle pass. It allows you to finish it faster, more efficiently, and you can buy multiples of the battle pass if you want to keep going through it again. Um, there's several players able to complete multiple battle passes per day because they've put effort into juicing their army up. So again, that's the quick version of Royal Tier. You're gonna want it for the upcoming stuff. Today we're just gonna focus on going quickly through this map. Well, not too quickly because I want to tell you what the hell I'm doing. But if you were to play this map today, I've noticed from playing before as the maps rotate that this is a fire damage heavy map. So we're going to pick up Torch because it does a burn damage application. We're going to pick up Kindle because that's the best card you can ask for when it's a burn deck, as it doubles any burn on all enemies. These trinkets down here, the most important one is increasing your burn effects with this pipe. The other ones here, they aren't as important. You don't even really need them, even though they're 1 gold, so we're just going to pick them up anyway. The important thing here is if you look at your deck, you can click that icon up there to see your deck ahead of time so you can make some decisions. We have some defense cards, we have some buff cards, we have some fire cards, and we have a couple damage cards. These are the ones I bought. So the important thing we want to do is be able to cycle to our fire cards as much and as quickly as we can. So we're going to go ahead and get this card draw, and then another card draw in the form of a potion. The other potions, they aren't important, but we're just going to pick up a heal and a dodge just in case. So you see we got about 963 gold left. The blue one would be upgrading cards you have. The red one would be removing cards you have. So we're going to focus on removing our defense. Let's just get our defense and our buff cards out of here. We're not going to use our energy going slow, spending mana on this stuff. You can see that the cost of the cards removal increased every time. It went from 75, 100, etc. all the way to 200. So we just spent everything. We can't afford the next 225, so now we're going to go ahead and pick one to just upgrade. This one's more of a preference. I prefer upgrading Keg Chug because it'll draw an additional card. Maybe it's not a preference. Maybe that's the right one. And then once we've exhausted all of our gold options, it might be tempting to pick up extra cards here because you can, but you don't want to do it. You want to leave your deck optimal so that when you're drawing cards, when you're taking your turn, the odds of getting what you want are higher when you're not flooding your deck full of poo-poo. Okay, so even though there's a spark for sale and it adds 2 burn, that might be okay to buy, but I really want to get to my Kindles. So if I buy the spark, it's going to lower the chance to get to that Kindle. So I'm just going to leave it be. I'm just going to leave it in there. First move, when you see that drawn, you can pretty much just pop it right away because it's giving us energy. And you see we got 2 Kindles, a Torch, and a Spark. Spark is just inflicting burn, so just go ahead and use it. Our pipe added the burn to that. It's important, the order of the cards. We're going to deal damage and add burn here, and you can see it's got 2000 HP. But the key there is that we used those cards before the Kindles because the Kindles will apply burn and then double it. So it applies burn and doubles it. Applies burn and doubles it. We don't have any more mana, so I'm not going to risk doing any card drawing right here. But after the turn, you'll see he'll take damage based on that. You can go ahead and click your draw pile if you feel like you want to be risky. I mean, I guess if you draw 3, you'd be guaranteed to get this first move and your card draw. So you'd have 4 mana to spend. You could go 1, 2, 3, 4. Or you can kind of acknowledge that you have an efficient way to spend your mana this turn already and just kind of be happy with it. So again, we use the damage before the Kindles, or the stacking the burn before the Kindles. And now we got 2 first moves and our card draw, which is pretty good. So we still have a Kindle in the pile. So while it's tempting to draw 3, I'm happy with what I see in my hand. So we're gonna torch, and then we're gonna Kindle. That's gonna double it up, and that's gonna double it up again. You can see now our burn is getting pretty serious. Now is where you kind of have the decision to make. I don't think it's impactful enough to use the Brain Tonic because I think we're going to just Spark, Torch, double it, and it's going to put it at 800 something. It's going to tick for that. And then, I mean, he's just going to die the next tick of that anyway. There's nothing I can do here that would kill him faster. We'll just get our burn to 1600 for the fun of it. The 450 XP is what I gain for being a level 12 per boss. It's quite the jump from the base royal tiers of like level 2, 3, or 4. You're looking at like 30 or 40 EXP. Now this is an event node. The double back option doesn't give you anything right now. So you attempt to pry it, and you have the choice. Do you want to lose 15 HP? Or do you want to lose 5 max HP in a random potion? We definitely want to keep our Brain Tonic, and we don't want to risk losing that, so we're just going to take the 15 HP. And then we have another event here. So we're going to lose half our gold no matter what. But do we want to upgrade 2 offense cards or 2 defense cards? If we're going for speed, you know, sometimes the leaderboards are dependent on your overall time in a speed run. Sometimes it's dependent on your overall turns, how fast you can get it done. In either of those scenarios, we would want to upgrade our offensive cards. Then we just have a second boss here. So it's interesting. This is a pretty interesting draw because I don't really want to get all 3 Kindles at the same time and my card draw because we're not going to cycle it very fast here. I'm going to risk it a little bit and just drink this because I want to draw the energy. We got really lucky there. So we got more energy, because what I want to do is basically use almost all of this. So we're going to draw cards even though it's not going to give us anything that we really care about. So let's do our stacking first. And we're just going to have to be careful how we spend the mana. I think we just draw the cards now. So Kindle's the best card here. We're just going to stack it, stack it, stack it. Flurry Plus allows you to do an extra hit without mana. So we'll use that. It's kind of a non-factor in this specific boss fight because he has so much HP. We just need a stack burn to be insane, but we'll do it anyway. So now, it got more interesting because we got back to our card draw, which we want to do because we're not seeing our Kindles, and we just really want to get our Kindles. We still didn't get it, but now at least we got closer to it, and that's important. So that torch was upgraded when we used that event. This torch, this flurry. He's going to hit me for 15. I'm just going to ignore it. I can even drink this health potion just to kind of not care even more. We got the energy that just let us use all of these cards. So we'll stack, stack, stack. And you see we got a good stack going now. We got 572 it looks like. And then I believe this kills him right here. So we can even use the dodge pot just to extra FU to him as we're doing 2300 damage. So this is 11 turns. 11 turns is what it took, which isn't terrible. And this is a view of the scoreboard. These are the kind of bonuses you have to look for. Speed run, you'll have a higher score and it'll tick down with each minute you spend in the run. That's important to know for the speed run tournaments. Then these are just the rest of the stats. If you become familiar with them, they'll help you out in score-based tournaments. But for this one, we just wanted to show you how to efficiently kill in minimal amount of turns and keep it moving. You know, you could also do the same thing for a speed run. Just don't blab into a microphone and play the game faster. Now, if you're looking to play Knights of the Aether, Games.gg is always dropping news. Knights of the Aether played a RIP Season 1 launches. That was the latest campaign they just finished up. So the next one I'm telling you is coming up. I'm sure there's going to be another article on it. Keep an eye out. Play the game. It's a good game. Any questions, hit me up. Okay, bye.